Hello, Senior Stoner fans. Just the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Focus V Laser Blue Limited Edition Carta Dab of the Day. Today is the 2nd of January 2021, and unfortunately, Senior Stoner is having a very difficult time bringing in the new year. The pain is at a level it really hasn't been in a long time. And it brings us to the topic I want to talk about today. I want to talk about losing the will to go on. It's common. People find themselves in very unique, different, individual situations that put them in a position to say, I'm done. I don't want to go on. But you know what? Life throws curveballs to everyone. And it's really whether you swing at the bat or walk back to the bench that determines how things go for you. I say sometimes I'm going to walk back to the bench, but I end up swinging hard. I feel like Lou Gehrig sometimes because I get a lot of singles. I get a lot of on base. You're always going to find yourself pushing on resistance. You're always going to find that it'll never change. In fact, if it feels that things get easier as you get older, and it hasn't for me, it's only because you're not pushing as hard as you used to. So, what happens, I think, in life is that people want to have their cake and eat it too. People want to have a better life. They want to be happier. Well, it's attainable. It's attainable for everyone in the world with a healthy mind and body. So if you give up on life, you're literally doing an illogical thing. If you give up on life, it's not a smart thing. It's a wrong thing. You need to keep pushing, no matter what faces you, no matter how bad the pain is. You want to know why? Here's a few reasons why. Number one, it might be all there is. We're not going to get into a religious debate, but let's just assume there's no life after death. There's nothing else. You've got to make it the best you can because it's the life you have. You can't give up. No one else is going to help take your pain away. You got to do it yourself. So losing the will to live, which is very common, unfortunately, not only afflicts those who find themselves in these horrible situations, but also those who seem to have everything they could possibly ask for. Think about it. Because living life happily is not as easy as it should be. I'm sorry to say, and it may not be anyone's fault of their own. The curveballs that life throws, the not entirely pleasant things you have to do in your daily routine sometimes, really means that you've managed life. That's right. The fact that you're having all these things happen means you have life. Years ago, I used to complain about sweating, perspiration, dripping a lot. You know what my dad said to me, my father? It means you're alive. Having problems, having pain, having challenges, it's a sign of life. That's what it is. So the truth is that you have to consider all this before you think about wasting your life and shutting everything off. There's always a solution to any problem. It may not be the solution you're looking for, but it will get the job done. I was a fireman in business. When there was a problem, they called Senior Stoner because I could get it fixed. It wouldn't be the book they were reading, but I would get it fixed. So how you come up with solutions truly depends on you and the problem you're facing. However, knowing that there is a solution to any problem may give you relief. Problems have the uncanny ability to make us feel hopeless, trapped. Think about chronic pain. Think about it, all of you who have it, who are up against that wall like me. But you're not trapped. There's a solution. There's a way out of this predicament, your solution, your situation. You just need to spend more time figuring out what you need to do in order to get where you want to be. Not doing it is a poor excuse to give up on living and trying to live. Success is inevitable for those who are smart and don't give up. In theory, achieving success is very simple. You have a goal or a destination you want to reach. You have a path or direction of getting there. The only thing you need to do is keep moving in that direction until you get where you need to go. But, of course, the path that you'll need to take will involve a lot of trial and error, a lot of dead ends, a lot of U-turns, a lot of red lights, a lot of tickets from police on the way. What you need to keep in mind is that all the mistakes you make along the way are necessary. All the pain you get is part of life for you to get where you need to be. It's really a big mistake saying that we can't succeed without these things, because it's the mistakes, it's the trouble, it's the pain that teaches us all the necessary lessons in life. Be smart. Be smart. Learn from your mistakes. Be smarter and learn from others' mistakes. Keep forging ahead, keep pushing, and think that you can't fail. A helping hand? Absolutely. One can always be found if needed. Now, I know it doesn't sound like it's easy now with the lack of contact we have with people physically, but individuals can be found out there. Resources can be found out there, and people can often surprise us with what they're willing to do to help another individual. Mutually beneficial relationships is really what makes the world go around. Whether it's marriages, friendships, partnerships, without them, it would be a much more cutthroat world than it already is. Think about it. What gives life meaning, I think, is the struggle. It's not fun, but it defines you. It seems silly when I'm going through this level of pain, but consider how life would be if I never had to struggle with anything ever. Imagine if everything you wanted would just fall at your feet. You never had to work hard for anything in life. It seems like a dream come true until you realize how boring and unfulfilling that life would be. If any of you have seen Wall-E, W-A-L-L-I, I think, or W-A-L-L-Y, about the future in a cartoon, you'll understand. We'd all turn into Jabba the Hutt if we didn't seek out solutions and meaning to life. So one day, look back on your life and look back on all the struggles with a smile, all the pain with a smile. Some of those struggles you overcame. Others you may not have. But you are smiling when you're looking back. Why? Why? With all that pain and all that horror. Because you're still alive and breathing. You are stronger than you know. You are capable. We all are capable of having control over our reality. Our lives are what we perceive them to be, frankly, and nothing else. All we experience in life, all the things we do, all the things we see, all the things we live through, all of it has meaning only if we give it meaning. Think about it. Otherwise, it's nothing more than a blink in time. Because so little has meaning outside of us. That's right. You can choose to give meaning to whatever you'd like. More importantly, to this topic, you can choose to accept in life that certain things in life are completely meaningless and deserve none of your attention or worry. Now, it may seem really difficult to imagine yourself having such control over reality in life. It's not easy. But with practice, it's possible. We're talking about possible. We're talking about putting our fingernails on the windowsill and making it possible to get in. Just remember, as I close today's topic, that there's always a purpose for each of us waiting to be found. But the purpose isn't somewhere out there in the world. It's not out there. It's not over there. It's inside of us. We need to take the time to explore what we believe holds importance in our lives. What exactly it entails is up to everyone individually. But we must all know that there's there to be found. Because to live is to be capable of creating change. That's what makes us different from the rest of the creatures out there. People. We have to identify what you want to change and how you want to change it. That is what defines us as the person who we are. We must remember these things because as we move forward in life, 2021 and beyond, things are not going to get simpler. They're not going to get easier. And I cannot promise pain-free living. What does that mean? Well, for Senior Stoner, it means I have to prepare myself emotionally, physically, and I have to understand what I'm facing. There's that old saying that you can't fix it, can't fix your illness until you acknowledge that you are sick. Acknowledging your sickness is the first step in getting well. All of you will find a different way to do it. The most important nail in this piece of wood is that you must keep trying. You must never, and I do mean never, give up. This is the Real Senior Stoner. I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. We're going to take our dab of the day now. Please send me your comments. I respond to all of them. I love receiving them. Happy 2021 again, everyone. And remember, live your life. Cheers. My goodness. Wow. In case you can't tell, I think I fixed my blue Carta problem. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for watching. Cheers. I hope it helps.